Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Kay's Journey. Today I'm going to be doing a debt confession. I want to put this out to the world here on YouTube to really hold myself accountable, because I really need to make new and big changes, because this year 2025 is going to be a big year. Last year in 2024 I gave birth to my first baby. He's about 5 months now, and having a baby really makes you realize that it's not just yourself anymore, and that you really have to get yourself focused and back into gear, and you have somebody else depending on you. So here's my cry out to the world to help support me on this journey and to hold myself accountable, because 2025 I'm going to knock all of this debt out. I have over $40,000 in high interest debt, which is ridiculous. I don't know how I ended up in this situation. Maybe I'll do a story time about that later on. But really today is about seeing the numbers, where I'm at now, and what I'm going to do to beat all of this debt. All right, so here we go. Debt tracker, and I made this in Canva. My printer is running out of ink, and I don't have money to get new printer right now, or printer ink. There's a 3-month free trial of HP Instant Ink, and it sends you, it looks at your printer, and when it's connected to the internet, it can monitor the ink levels. So when it gets low, it automatically sends another ink cartridge to you, which is great. So I have a 3-month trial of that. After that, I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to print out as much as I can within these 3 months. I'll link in the description below the debt tracker template of what I'm using right now. When I'm on Canva or on Etsy, I never find the exact right template that I need. So I just used a template that was already existing, and then I tailored it to my own needs. We have a debt tracker, and this is for all of my debts. Here we go, February 2025. We have creditor, the balance, the interest rate that it's at, the minimum monthly payment, and then the due date. All right, here we go. All right, this is a big one, but not that big. So here we have from Fidelity. I took out a loan from my 401k. It was I want to say I took out $7,000 as a loan, and the interest rate was 9.5. I already made some payments to it already, so I got that balance down to $47.98, again at a 9.5 interest rate. And not to forget that the 401k loans, what's nice about them is that the interest rate that you're paying is not to the bank. You're not paying any bank for loaning out this money, because you're taking out this money and you're loaning it from yourself, from your future self, which I would never recommend. But I did it, and we're here, so there we go. So $47.98, 9.5 interest rate. That's really going back into my 401k once this is paid off. My minimum payments, where this is actually bi-weekly pay, so they take out $103.30 out of every paycheck. Now I'm on maternity leave, so I had to submit bulk payments or lump sum payments for this, since my employer's not paying me right now. I'm just getting money from short-term disability or paid family leave. Okay, moving on. I have a Upstart loan, which I am not proud of. This loan I took out when I was in Vegas, which is very embarrassing, and it's one of my worst decisions that I've ever made. I don't know why I did it. Just thought, oh, maybe I could double my money. Just so stupid. Anyway, we have an Upstart loan. The balance remaining on it is $33.20 and 51 cents at a 22.52% interest rate. The minimum monthly payment is $103.28, due on the 15th of each month, and I have this on automatic payment. Moving on to my next debt. I have Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is just the regular credit card that they give you along with the with your checking account. It's not a debit card, but it is a credit card. It's one of the first credit cards that was open for me because I've been banking with Wells Fargo forever. So in high school, my parents helped me open up this account, and then I got a credit card with this account as well. I never really used it because I didn't know how to use a credit card at that time. And this has really stacked up within the last, I want to say, a year and a half. So, and everything I want to tell you is all my credit cards are pretty much maxed out. Okay. Man. All right, so Wells Fargo, I have $8,963.88 at a 19.4% interest rate. Minimum monthly payment is $234, and that's due on the 2nd of each month. 19.4% is not that bad, but when you think about it, it's bad. But it's not that bad considering all my other debts and interest rates. Let's move on. Okay, I have a Citi card. The Citi card is same with my bad decision making. I use this card as a debt consolidation card. So I moved a lot of my debt to this card and ended up racking it up because I didn't have enough money or yada, yada, yada. Life is creeping up on me, and I would want things, or I want to go on trips, etc., etc. Never paid off the credit card. And here we are with, I want to say, my highest interest rate. So we have Citi, $2,234.57 at an interest rate of 29.99%, pretty much 30%. My minimum monthly payment is $82.83, due on the 6th of each month. All right, and here we go. I have a Barclays card. This is my big one that I've held on to for a long time. We're looking at $15,149.25 at a 29.24% interest rate. Minimum monthly payment is $530.75. Crazy, due on the 3rd of each month. This Barclays card was also one that I got when I was really young, when I was 18, straight out of high school. I applied for this credit card and they gave me a whopping $16,000 credit limit to an 18-year-old. Just want to say that when I did get that $16,000, I was very responsible. I barely used the card. I would use it for my gym membership. And that's about it. I'd pay it off at the end of every month. It's just that my expenses were low. I was 18. I was smart. My parents always told me, pay off your credit card at the end of the month, which I did, until I decided not to listen to my parents in my 20s. Okay, here we go. Next debt, Bank of America. I have a balance at $3,794.99. My interest rate is 27.24% at $158 minimum payment per month, due on the 19th. Okay, moving on, we have Chase. Chase credit card is a balance of $5,396.91 at 24.99% interest rate, $172 minimum payment per month, and it's also it's going to be due on the 12th of each month. Do I have anything else? Okay, so here we go. Here's our totals. Okay. Totaling up all of these balances for all of my debts comes out to $43,658.11. My minimum monthly payments come out to $1,384.16. This is nuts. Honestly, this is ridiculously crazy. And I want to tell you the craziest part is that I love to watch financial videos on YouTube. That's pretty much my source of entertainment. I'm disgusted by my behavior. I don't know. I like to watch Caleb Hammer. I love his financial audits. I'm like, I watch them and I'm thinking, man, you are crazy. Are you crazy? If I was ever in that much debt, I don't even know. And look at me. I am in that much debt. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm in my late 20s right now. I have a baby. I'm married. And I have this on consumer debt, pretty much. Yeah, like consumer debt. This is ridiculous. I am so embarrassed with myself. And that's why I'm putting this on YouTube, because I really need to hold myself accountable. I'm watching all of these financial audits. I'm watching Dave Ramsey. And somehow you have like imposter syndrome. What is happening here? What is happening? I don't know. So here's our plan of attack for this year. Let me just make sure that I can see everything. Okay, yeah. Here's my plan of attack. So we're gonna do, okay, and this is the other big thing too, is that after having this baby, I realized, what am I doing? Why am I running all over the place for this stupid job that I'm working for somebody else's dream, you know, yada, yada, yada. So eventually I want to quit my job, and I want to quit it soon. But I need to tackle all this debt before I'm able to quit. And I'm so lucky that I have a supportive husband that's willing to work with me on this. Not on my debt, but willing to let me stay at home. This debt, I don't even want him to have to bother with it, because it's really my debt and I put myself in the situation. I know we're a team, but I just feel very guilty if I made him do anything. Okay, so here's how we're gonna... Okay, sorry, baby woke up from his nap. And I'm currently multitasking like any good mom. I am feeding him, and I'm going to be filming this video. So if you hear some heavy breathing in the background, that is my son. Okay, we have a Sharpie here. Here's our plan of attack. So since I want to be quitting early or sooner, we have to get rid of this 401k debt. Yes, because I need that paid off before I can quit my job. So it's going to be number 1. Number 2, let's go for city. Here's why I'm thinking city, because it has the highest interest rate, 29.99%. Plus it's kind of I would say it's a manageable amount to cover. And kind of going with that snowball method where you're starting with the lowest balance, this would be nice. And if I pay this off, I feel like I'll get a good sense of accomplishment. And it'll keep me going for the rest of this debt payoff journey. Okay, so we have 29.99%. I'm gonna do Bank of America would be 3. Still has a higher interest rate, 27.24%. A lower balance, about 4,000. I'm going to do a combination of Snowball and Avalanche for my debt payoff journey. So after we do that, let's go for... I'm going to say the Barclay card, because this is a pretty hefty minimum monthly payment, $530. So if I can knock this out, that'd be great. 4, let's do 5 is the Chase card. 5 is Chase. 6, No, you know what? Let's do 6 as the upstart. Just because it has a higher interest rate. And if I have this, it sounds so bad, but if I have this balance high, it will deter me from spending on it. So let's do that. And then we'll keep this Wells Fargo card. For the last card would be 7. Okay. So that is my plan of attack to tackle this debt. Again, $43,658.11, accruing interest every month. That is insane. Yeah. Okay, stay tuned for more videos. Thanks so much. Bye now.